Good morning to you. Welcome to My Testimony. My name is Anthony Ndiema and we are at the parking by Radisson in Westlands. Amazing place, amazing facilities, great food. You need to check it out right here at the parking by Radisson. Otherwise, it's good to have you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today we have an amazing testimony. Every Sunday, 8:30 in the morning, we bring you stories of people who've gone through pain, fear, sometimes brokenness, but through that they've been able to overcome, and purpose has been created out of that. Today we have a story like that. We are speaking to Peter McAowa. Originally he's from AOWA Usonga in Siaya County. His dad died when he was very small. Things changed. And today he's here to share with us that story. Karibu sana Peter, uko poa?
Niko poa.
You've come all the way from D?
All the way from Huruma.
Oh, from Huruma?
Yes.
All right. And thank you so much for sparing time to come and share your testimony with us.
Anytime.
So your war started when your dad passed on.
Exactly.
How old were you then?
I was 5 months old.
Wow. Of course you didn't know what was happening.
I didn't, absolutely.
So life changed, things changed right from there, now moving forward. Tell us about your story.
Okay, fine. After my father passed on, I was actually 5 months old. Then from there, life wasn't good. And so my mom took us to our aunt some distance from home. Mm-hmm. And so when we went there, basically we went there to get some education. Right. Because back at home, things were not moving on well.
What was your mother doing then?
She's a potter. She makes pots.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, potters still exist, eh?
They do.
Okay.
Yes, so when we were there, things were not the way we had expected. It was from now school to brick making. And so at that younger age, we could go as far as, making bricks and all sorts of things that you couldn't imagine us doing at that age.
So how old were you? Starting to do, it's a lot of work to do bricks.
Yeah, I was in class 4 by then.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were two with my eldest brother, Tony, who passed away in 2013. So from there, we kept on telling our mom whatever was going on, but unfortunately, she trusted her sister so much that she couldn't imagine whatever we were telling her was true.
So briefly tell us what the situation was like at class 4. Would you wake up early in the morning? What was the day like?
For the first 1 week, things were just okay. We would wake up very early in the morning, do the normal course, and then go to school. But after 1 week, things changed. From when others were going to school, I'm now talking about the other children from the family. We would be left behind to go and look at how we are going to, prepare everything so that when when those people who are preparing, making bricks come, they find that everything is now clear. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we felt that it was quite terrible. And whenever my mom came and to visit us, we could share much with her.
Right.
Yeah.
So it, of course, things became worse as days progressed.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. So
after sharing with our mom, and we felt that there was need to have some remedy, and she was not ready. Actually, she was just telling us to be persistent, like he knows her sister so well that maybe whatever we were saying was just an allegation.
Right.
So from there, my brother, who once was in the street, told me that the best way to solve this issue is to distance ourselves from mom and this family. Okay. And so we made a decision to walk to Kisumu.
All right. And from AOWA Usonga to Kisumu is?
From Game, it's a distance of close to 60 kilometers.
So you walked the 60 kilometers?
On foot.
To Kisumu? To do what?
Actually, I didn't know whatever we were going to do there, but my brother must have known whatever we are going to do there, but life had just beaten us.
All right.
It was perhaps the only alternative that was left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here you are, all the way to Kisumu. Tell us what happened when you got to Kisumu.
So when I arrived in Kisumu, life wasn't that easy because it was actually my first time in being in that kind of life. Like, you don't have a house, you don't have where you are going to change your clothes, and in the first place, you don't have those clothes.
Okay.
There is nobody who is feeding you. So it wasn't easy for me, but again, I had to persevere because I had no alternative.
Right.
I was far much from home. Yeah.
So what kinds of work were you doing?
So every morning we'd wake up to go and collect
Sorry,
scrap.
wake up from where? You got a place?
No, we are just along the streets. Like you find maybe some in front of a shop, maybe that place might be secure. You sleep there, but at times it is insecure. So sometimes we go as far as going down.
Into the trenches?
Yeah, exactly.
Just to get some sleep?
Exactly.
So you wake up from the street, go out to look for something?
Scrap metal.
Scrap metal?
Yeah.
All right.
So after looking for scrap metal, you could come then look for something that you can take in terms of food. But again, clothes is only one, because if you have to, you are not going to. You don't have anywhere to keep it.
Right.
Yeah. So we were surviving in one cloth. And but again, sometimes you go collecting these metals and like you don't find them at all. So you just come back and go along the lake. There are so many hotels there. So you wait for those people who are feeding after they are done, like you come in and you ask. But when that trick doesn't work for you, you'll have to go to the dustbin and look for some fresh food.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how was your life day in, day out? Did your mother know that, or rather, did she know where you guys were?
She didn't.
Did she look out for you?
Actually, I knew from whatever the conversation we had with her, after meeting her from the street, she had actually been looking for us.
Right.
She had a sleepless nights, almost 7 months.
Wow.
Yeah, because
wondering where the children were.
Yeah.
So how many months were you, rather how many years were you in the streets?
7 months.
7 months.
Yeah.
Horrendous months, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. So what pushed you to now find refuge beyond the streets?
It was some specific day my brother had gone because he was somebody who was very influential at a younger age.
Okay.
So he went to take some food from the lake, and like there was somebody who saw him and provided some fare so that he could be taken back home. And actually he went. So for a whole week I was not seeing him. So I was like, I'm desperate. And I don't have the tricks that I'm going to use maybe to access food and all those kind of stuff. So I was like, the only alternative is to go home. Whether I'm going to walk, I don't know the direction, but I'll have to go home. So that very day that I called myself for a meeting, the following day in the morning, I just went to the hotel to ask for some food so that after eating, I would just start my journey.
Right.
And coincidentally, I saw my mom from a distance.
Wow.
Yeah.
She had come to the city.
Yeah.
Was she with your brother?
No, she was alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that was quite a connection for you.
Absolutely.
All right. So here you are, you with your mom, journey back home.
So we were just seated in the hotel, still chatting, and my brother came in.
Okay.
So it's 1 week. I've not seen him. Like, I don't know even where he has been. I didn't even know whether he was alive, because you know the life in streets at times, maybe you go maybe steal something from maybe some people and you are killed.
Right.
So I didn't know actually where he was. Thank God, at the very moment we were seated with my mom, he came in. So we took some food and then went home together.
All right.
Yeah.
So here you are, you guys go home. Did you now settle back to school?
I was actually settled because actually when we went back, you know, we were almost two terms out of school. So catching up with other students, other pupils wasn't that easy. But again, we were sharp. Both of us were sharp in class.
Right.
And so we never repeated that class. We went to the other class. But that specific day, we were closing school, and my brother came to me and told me, you know what, carry for me his bag and his report book. And he was telling me, just go home, I'm coming. I'll be coming in a few minutes. So when I went home, he never came back. A week went, months and years. And he only came back now in a coffin. That is 2013, almost 7 years later.
Did you have any information where he had gone to?
Yeah, information we had, but again, you couldn't find him. Yeah.
What did you hear? Where had he gone to?
He was just back to the streets.
Right.
Yes.
What killed your brother?
I can't actually tell. Yes, I can't tell.
But it was painful to see your only brother
Extremely painful.
after 7 years
7 years.
coming back in a coffin, back at home. What did that do to you, even because you loved going to school?
It was a great shock because by then I was in Form 2.
Right.
Yeah, and this is somebody I've been missing all along. I've been traveling to Kisumu maybe to meet him, and everything goes in vain. So it really hit me so hard.
Right. How
that
about
for a whole week I couldn't make it in school.
right?
Yeah.
How about your mother?
My mother, she was strong enough
Right.
to withstand the pressure.
Wow.
But you couldn't actually rule out that she was feeling pain in her heart. Yeah, because for that whole week, things were not just normal in our family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Peter, you had a deep desire to make sure that your mom gets a better life, especially after your brother died. Did it go to the next level in terms of you just wanting to go to school and making sure that things get better at home?
When we were speaking with our mom at the hotel, I saw my mom brimming tears.
Right.
That actually drove me, and I actually went for a meeting with me.
Mm.
And I said that enough is enough. I know it was a great mess, but I'm not going to repeat it anymore. And I have to make this lady be proud of her children.
All right.
Yeah, so I made my mind right from the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we take a short break. We'll be coming back with Peter. Remember, he says he wants to make the mother proud. And he has a message for all the young people who are watching this morning. In your struggles, there is something good that can come out of it. So don't go away. This is my testimony.